Healthcare workers operate there. This results in smaller health problems getting neglected and going on to become big ones. More than 60% of total health expenditure are out-of-pocket expenses, which raises the risk of low-income population falling into poverty. We at M-Swasth decided to address this gap and serve rural and low-income segment population through our affordable and accessible solutions. Thus, our vision was born.
खांसी है, बुखार है,
ये कोई वायरल फीवर है, तो इसके लिए मैं आपको मेडिसिन लिख के दे रही हूँ, ये आपको लेना है.
A vision of digital health inclusion for all. We focused on providing preventive and primary healthcare coupled with micro-health insurance. This ensures holistic support to the beneficiaries. We provide telemedicine and telehealth services in patients' preferred language. Digital as well as SMS prescriptions are sent to each patient and their electronic health record is also maintained. Customers are well supported at every stage of their health journey. Our in-house team of general practitioners and specialists is available 24/7 to ensure timely and convenient services. As we grow and scale up, our greatest reward is the smiles we see.
जब भी मुझे या मेरे परिवारजन को किसी भी तरह की कोई तकलीफ होती है तो मैं ज़्यादातर इसी क्लिनिक का सहारा लेता हूं और यहाँ मुझे ये लगा कि मुझे काफ़ी राहत मिलती है अक्सर कर मेरे हर कदम पर मुझे इनकी तरफ से काफ़ी सहायता मिलती है और मैं इनका शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ.
A lot has been achieved, but much more still needs to be done. Our vision, digital health inclusion for all, is an unwavering one. The challenge may be formidable, but we are fully committed to turning it into a reality.
Advisor for India at Opportunity Edu Finance. And I'll request her now to please join us on the dais and request all of you to please put your hands together and join me in welcoming her. Ms. Sakshi Sodhi, please join us now. Can we all have a round of applause to welcome her? Thank you. Over to you.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. is there any second opinion from anybody present in this room if I say that the best way to fight poverty is to empower people through access to quality education? We at Opportunity International EduFinance strongly believe that education can uplift people out of poverty into rewarding careers. Education is the most effective game changer for the marginalized. It's an honor to present Opportunity International EduFinance's work to such a large audience at Sa-Dhan. Nobody else in the world can be more aware and sensitized about the market segment that I'm going to refer to than yourself. Why are we even discussing this matter today? Because India has 204 million school-aged children. That's the school-aged population that our country contains. And it's very unfortunate that despite after 75 years of independence, 32 million children are still out of school. What are we doing to bridge this gap? We are a mission-driven international NGO where our goal is to send more number of children into better schools. How do we do that? The first way is by offering technical assistance to the financial institutions, be it banks, small finance banks, NBFCs, education-focused, diversified lenders. We offer them technical assistance to build their capacity so that they can, in turn, lend either to the schools as a school improvement loan or school fee loans to the parents who access these schools. We also work on the education quality side, where we run 3-year professional development courses with the schools and offer them tools and training materials so that they can run their schools in a more sustainable way. We are into the business since a decade now. We work in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. We have partnered with 110 financial institutions across 29 countries, thereby impacting the lives of 10 million children by mobilizing $500 million loans in the education sector. There are 3 flagship products around which we offer our technical assistance. First one is the loans to the schools, which we call as school improvement loans. Here, the school owners actually take the loan to improve the infrastructure of the school, add more number of classrooms, and make the facilities better for the children. The second is the school fee loans, which is also called the loan given to the parent by microfinance institutions and by the NBFC, education-focused NBFCs. And the third is the course fee loans for the skill development courses. We know that there's a huge demand. There's a huge untapped demand in India in education sector. There are 340,000 low-cost private schools only in India. 91% of the private schools in India are low-cost private schools, and less than 10% of the schools have actually accessed finance. Therefore, there is a market opportunity of 1,500 billion in India itself. I'm going to break down the 3 education products that I just mentioned. The financial institutions we work with have made us believe that school loans aren't a transactional loan. Rather, they're a relationship loan, where the schools are at the heart of the ecosystem, and by developing a relationship with the school, the financial institutions gets to finance all the different actors in the ecosystem, be it parents, teachers, transport vendors, suppliers, equipment suppliers, and everybody who actually works with the schools. The second most important is the school fee loan product, and very popular one in India as well. The average school fees is increasing by multiples every year. Parents really want to provide quality education to the children, but due to high fees, it's becoming a financial burden on the families. At the same time, it becomes very difficult for the schools to collect fees in multiple installments because it creates a working capital issue for them. And if the schools collect fees in the lesser installments, then it also impacts their admission intake year on year. And that's exactly where financial institutions have a very important role to play. These loans may cover the cost of tuition fees, books, uniforms, transport, digital equipments, and even sometimes private coaching. There are two ways in which the financial institutions are marketing these school fee loans. The first way is by giving the loan to the existing borrower, and the second most effective one is via the partnership with these schools, affordable private schools. Based on the preference and operational expertise of the financial institutions we collaborate with, we develop the products and processes so that they get to work with all the actors in the ecosystem that I was just speaking about. Skill loans. Well, this is the latest. This is the third category of our specialization and technical assistance, and the most recent one in the flagship product offerings. These loans are actually for the cost fee financing of skill development courses for the students. NSGC and Opportunity International Edu Finance have collaborated to unlock the barriers for skilling, especially for those students for whom financing was a bottleneck. We've already collaborated with 5 financial institutions and completed our technical assistance with them, out of which four of these institutions have also failed to subsidize funding from NSGC. We have released, first of its kind, a comprehensive market research study on skilling. This study was just released a few months ago in July 2022 with NSDC, and this was conducted to estimate the demand for loans amongst the students who undergo these courses. We have identified a market of 123 billion in India in skilling cost fee loans, and trust me, all the financial institutions whom we have collaborated with, they say that this is an underquoted market size and market opportunity that you're presenting to us. They see that there's much, rather 4 times more potential that we actually showcase, and the numbers are very conservative. We also identified in this study the most promising sectors which have the highest growth potential, where the placement rate is highest, students who undergo these courses, enroll for these courses, actually complete the courses, dropout rates are least. And you see these sectors on your screen. There are rather 36, 37 sector skill councils in India. But for financial institutions, we recommend that if they're entering in this segment, then they must look at healthcare, ITES, banking, financial services and insurance, electronics and IT hardware, and organized retail as the top sectors where the enrollment rate is highest. How we can help. These are the 6 things that we offer to the financial institutions we collaborate with. We start with market research. We do market sizing, demand estimation for you, understand the pockets, the overlaps of the demand and where the existence of financial institutions is, trying to find the overlap, and then present those findings to the financial institutions, based on which we develop products and processes. We also do capacity buildings via staff trainings that we do, credit assessments, algorithms, scorecards for the financial institutions to shortlist the right kind of borrower. We do a lot of marketing strategies, help financial institutions, even through digital medium, to spread their loans, then hand-holding pilot. So I'm going to knock each one of your doors sooner or later, trust me. And if your vision echo with ours, then do collaborate with us. Myself, Sakshi, and my colleague Surbhi are here, and maybe during the networking sessions, we'll be very happy to answer any of the queries that you may have. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Sodhi. May I request you to please join us back for a moment? I'll request Mr. Gigi Mammon to kindly present a little memento on behalf of Sa-Dhan to Ms. Sodhi for making her presentation here. And I request everyone to please give her a big hand as we thank her for this little brief presentation on financing affordable education in India.
That's my colleague Surbhi, who's joined us from the UK head office.
You must come too. And with that, we now move on to our next segment, ladies and gentlemen, which is the Sa-Dhan and Water.org awards for top contributing financial institutions in the water and sanitation financing. And I'm going to request, first of all, Dr. Divakar Hegre, Mr. Sarat Chandra Das, Mr. Sadaf Saeed, to please join us on stage. They are the board members, and also Ms. Sudha Kothari, co-founder of Sa-Dhan, and of course, Mr. Gigi Mammon, to please join us on stage now to give away these awards. And I'd like to tell our audiences here that the awards are being given out in 6 categories, and for which we in fact received 28 applications. And now we are going to be giving these awards in those 6 categories. Without wasting any time, may I request the board members, Dr. Hegre, Dr. Das, Mr. Sadaf Saeed, to please join us on stage. Also requesting Ms. Kothari, Mr. Gigi Mammon, please, sir, please join us on stage to give away these awards. And can we all have a round of applause to welcome all of them? The Sa-Dhan and Water.org awards 2022 for water and sanitation financing. I'll also request Mr. Manoj Gulati from Water.org to please join us on stage. Please welcome him. I'll request all of our dignitaries to please come forward so we can give away these awards. We'll start with the first category, which is the large MFIs category. And here, everyone, the winner is Annapurna Finance Private Limited. Let's give them a big hand. Annapurna Finance Private Limited. Annapurna Finance Private Limited receiving for the large MFI category, Sa-Dhan and Water.org National Awards 2022. The first category, which is the large MFIs, and here the winner is Annapurna Finance Private Limited. Let's give them a big hand, everyone. Quickly moving on to our second category, which is the emerging MFIs. And here, everyone, the winner is Sahyog Development Services. Please put your hands together for Sahyog Development Services. They are the winners in the emerging MFIs category. I'll request the team to please quickly join us on stage, and requesting dignitaries to please present the award to Sahyog Development Services for the emerging MFIs. Well, there are just 6 categories. I am going to request all award recipients to stay with us close by so we can have a group photograph at the end. I'll request everyone to kindly stay close by to the dais. Now, the third category is the self-help promoting institutions, and here the winner is AP Mas Mahila Abhivruddhi Society. Please put your hands together for AP Mas Mahila Abhivruddhi Society, winning in the self-help promoting institutions category. Please put your hands together, everyone, for AP Mas. Well, from large and emerging MFIs and self-help promoting institutions, we now move on to the public sector banks, which is our next category. And here the winner, ladies and gentlemen, is Indian Bank. Let's give it a big hand to Indian Bank, winning in the public sector banks category here at the Sa-Dhan and Water.org National Awards 2022. In the public sector banks category, the winner is Indian Bank. And after public sector banks, we move on to the private sector banks. Now here the winner is Unity Small Finance Bank. Unity Small Finance Bank. A big round of applause for Unity Small Finance Bank. I'm going to request all the award recipients to stay close by. We'll have a group photograph right after this. In the interest of time, I request you to kindly stay back closer to the dais so we can have a group photograph after the last award. And now the sixth and final category, which is the Capital Providers category. And here the winner is Nab Samruddhi Finance Limited. Nab Samruddhi Finance Limited is the winner for the Capital Providers category. Nab Samruddhi Finance Limited winning for the Capital Providers category. And once again, I request all the award recipients to very quickly come on the stage for a group photograph. All the 6 categories, the large MFIs, emerging MFIs, the SHPIs, public sector, private sector, and the Capital Providers winners. Requesting all the winners to please come on stage for a group photograph. Yes, we'll have a quick group photograph. In the interest of time, feel free to bring along your trophies. And for all of our other audiences, I'll request you to please remain seated. We have a plenary session coming up in just a few moments from now. We already have all of our panelists here. And in the interest of time, we will move on straight to that session after this group photograph. And if any one of the award recipients would like to say anything, please feel free.